got Sharon here today, and Sharon's 27 weeks pregnant and she's feeling the discomforts of constipation. So Sharon, when you're pregnant, progesterone levels rise, and progesterone is beneficial for nourishing the environment where the fetus is growing, and it also stops uterine contractions. But when it does this, it relaxes smooth muscles throughout the body. And so because the smooth muscles are relaxed, it slows digestion down. And peristalsis is constriction and relaxation of the muscles in the intestine. So the contents in the intestine move more slowly through your digestive system. And because it's moving slowly, it enables the body to absorb more electrolytes and water from the contents. And that makes stools more compact and harder to pass. So if you're really uncomfortable, you can take pharmaceutical or herbal laxatives to give you some relief right now, but they're only short term. You cannot take them throughout your pregnancy. So the best way to try and limit the effects of constipation is to make some changes to your diet. And by increasing fibre and fluid, it should help things. Fibre is found in lots of everyday foods, such as whole grain bread, brown rice, pasta, the skin off fresh fruit and vegetables, eat dry fruits, nuts and seeds, beans, lentils, and it's also been found that prunes and kiwi fruit can be quite helpful. But you must remember that if you're increasing fibre, you need to also increase the fluid intake because it can make things worse. If you're drinking a bit of tea and coffee, it might pay to cut down on that because tea and coffee act as a diuretic, and that fluid leaves the body via urine and leaves the body less fluid to keep the stool soft. So if you cut down on them, also if you do a bit of extra activity or just extra moving around, walking can stimulate peristalsis to move the contents through the intestine. Another thing is not to resist the urge to go. Don't hold off. If you feel you need to go, holding off until later on just compacts the stools even more and makes them harder to pass. When you do go to the toilet, it could be beneficial to use a footstool and have your knees higher than your hips, sort of hip width apart, and just lean forward can actually help to get things moving and just allow time for peristalsis to be stimulated and start working. If you've completely lost the urge to go, it might be helpful if you just make some time each day to try and go, because if you can do this, you might be able to get yourself back into a regular pattern. But just making some changes should help things along, and it's up to you whether you want to use some laxative to get things underway straight away, or if you're not that uncomfortable, maybe you could just start with some dietary changes now and see how we go from there.